This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
The Ohio State Buckeyes, the Oregon Ducks, the first ever college football playoff national championship. Here we go, the game being played inside AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. First quarter, Marcus Mariota fires it into Keenan Lowe. 7-0 Ducks. Under 5 to go now in the first. Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke! Look at the elusiveness. 33 yards to the crib for 6. Tied game. All right, still first quarter. Cardell Jones. Nick Vannett. First touchdown since the Michigan game for him, since that was back in November. 14-7 Ohio State. Second quarter, Buckeyes with a touchdown lead. Jones stepping up and going to the air again. Devin Smith. He's been the main target for the Buckeyes this season. 45 yards there, just 1 yard here. Jones sneaks it in 3 plays later. Currently the score right now, as you will see, Ohio State scored at the end of the third quarter to make it 28-20. So, of course, this game's still going on over there on ESPN. John Calipari meeting with his players individually and as a team today. Cal said enough is enough. The Cats are looking to regain their swagger back after being pushed to double overtime by Texas A&M. That followed an overtime game with Ole Miss last week in Rupp. This afternoon, associate coach Kenny Payne said the Cats have lost some of their energy on defense. The players agreed.
I think we just got to remember what we came on. We always started with and what we got our name off of, and once we found out or found what we were good at, we had to stick to it, and that's what we're trying to go back to.
You could say we losing it, but I think for us it's just like I said, we just got to hold ourselves to a standard. We just have to build up that standard again, and then that starts today in practice. We got 2 hours. We got to go in there and make sure that we, get that swagger back.
All right, Kentucky's back home tomorrow night against Missouri. 9 o'clock tip time inside Rupp Arena. Live coverage of the game on ESPN. And tonight's KSR Minute, Matt Jones talks about Kentucky's subpar performances and what Coach Cal should do now.
The thing for Kentucky is, as well as they've done in the non-conference, since they've gotten into SEC play, we've seen a different team. Against Ole Miss, they were not able to play defense, and they allowed a lot of open shots, which the Rebels then converted. And at Texas A&M, the offense was stagnant for long periods of time. They just held the ball, and the passing that was so good early in the year went away. So the question, of course, is why? And here's my guess. What happened to the platoon? I think John Calipari should bring it back. When Alex Poythress got hurt, he kind of went away from it because I don't know if he thought he had 10 guys who were of the highest caliber. But I say give it a shot. Since they've stopped platooning, Marcus Lee has barely played, and Dominique Hawkins and Derek Willis have done almost nothing. Let those guys have a shot. You play Missouri on Tuesday. They're terrible. Get your swagger back, and then maybe you'll be able to be the Kentucky we saw early in the year, a team that could be historically good. I'm Matt Jones, and this is a KSR Minute.
All right, up next, a Harlan County doubleheader. Highlights from our WYMT Appalachian Wireless Games of the Week. Harlan County at Harlan, a doubleheader in the Appalachian Wireless Games of the Week. Let's start with the girls. Harlan led 18-14 at the break. There you see Jordan Brock. There you see Blair Green. Let's go second half. Third quarter, Brooke Massengill. Wide open. Good. 11 points for Massengill. Harlan by 5. Later, Harlan County ball movement. Look at it. Leah Evans down low. She finishes it. The basket, the foul. She would miss the free throw, so Lady Black Bears are just within 1. Here comes Jordan Brock now. The off-balance Jay. She gets it to go. Blair Green is coming right back at you, though. The freshman knocking it down from the top of the key. 23 points for Blair Green. Fourth quarter, Brock. Again in transition. 24 points to lead all scorers. Jordan Brock's all kinds of jacked up. The Lady Green Dragons holding teams to less than 50 points per game this season. Emma Bianchi gets the steal, the basket. Harlan up by 6 now. Under 5 to go. Harlan County moving the ball around. Makes it a 1-point game with that green make right there, but Brock and the Lady Green Dragons get the dub. Harlan County has lost 5 out of its last 6 games. Now to the guys. Harlan County has dominated this series on the guys' side. with Harlan. Let's go first quarter. Trace Spurlock. He's a sophomore. Hand in his face, no problem. Second quarter, Caleb Hogue. No hands in his face, no problem. The jumper is good, but Harlan is down 11. Later, Jared Sizemore lining it up, another sophomore on the Harlan County roster. Black Bears back up by double digits. Green Dragons down 32-17 at the break. Second half, third quarter, Robbie Curry spicing it up from downtown. Green Dragons still trail by 16, and Harlan County never let them get back into the game. They win it 59-46 over Harlan. All right, if you missed them at 6, it's top play contender time. A huge batch of the best plays from the Mountain Classic this weekend. Let's get to them. First, U-Pike top play contender Robert Dalton, Lawrence County. He is dealing the spin and the basket versus Buckhorn. Second nominee, Not Central, semifinal game. Evan Hall, Cameron Justice, back to Hall. He's smiling because he's really happy, and he also has another top play, and here it is. That one in the finals. Not Central is your classic champ. Next nominee, Bell County, Macy Morris. Oh, around the back to Katrina Johnson. Bell wins it on the girls' side. Fifth contender, Braxton Whitmore, right in your face. The turnaround jet. Sixth nominee, Courtney Woods. She wins it for Clay County. Clay wins the third place game in the girls' side. Last U-Pike top play contender, Braxton Beverly. Oh, the up, the under. Switches hands. That's good. To vote on the U-Pike top play contenders, go to the sports page on WYMT.com. Click top 5 plays. We'll count them down at 6 on Thursday. Okay, after 6 weeks of high school basketball, here is how the Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10 rankings stack up. Ladies first, the 2015 Mountain Classic champions stay the unanimous #1 team in the mountains. Bell County is the top-ranked team. Southwestern and Leslie remain 2-3. Shelby Valley moves up to a spot to #4. Not Central now in the top 5. Lady Patriots there. Clay County drops to 6. And then Breathitt, Letcher, Harlan County, and Harlan round out the top 10. Now to the boys, Not Central is the 2015 Mountain Classic champ. And the Patriots stay the unanimous #1 team. Southwestern still at 2. Clay, Perry, and Lawrence round out the top 5. Williamsburg, the only remaining undefeated team in the state, is at 6. Sheldon Clark 7. Buckhorn, Knox Central, and Corbin complete the Mountain top 10. Good stuff there, Matt. Lots of fun, lots of stuff to do.
Jamie, thanks. We'll be right back.